Can't kill the spark, you're under attack. You light the fuse, no holding back. We're gasoline and static sound. You fill me up to watch me drown. You built it up from the ground. I came around to burn it down. To burn it down.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host, the captain, and El Jefe, Moses Marquez!
Welcome to an all-new Max Wrestling Podcast, episode 570, episode 1 of the reboot. I am your captain alongside El Jefe, Moses Marquez, bringing you a brand new look, new energy, but the same commitments to this wonderful batshit crazy world of professional wrestling. And joining us for the reboot episode, well, the first episode of 2026. First episode we've recorded since before Christmas. Is the one and only podcast machine Mike Larkin and 1/3 of the Dragon Club, Beer.
Happy boys. It's a great time. Happy 2026 to y'all. We are fresh off of Wrestle Kingdom, just a few days away, and the Royal Rumble will be here before you know it. But tonight we kick off with a TV in the background with a new immersive era in all of this. The television champion, your captain, has issued a non-title open challenge as we gear up for Promo Rumble 11. Plus, after the controversy at Promogeddon, we will hear from the Phoenix as he addresses the Demoness using him to defeat Fear. What is next for the Dragon Club? It's all utter chaos in 2026, in which means it's a perfect time to make Max Wrestling your new home in 2026. So all you got to do is hit that like button and smash that subscribe button. For those that prefer the old-fashioned podcast, head on over to SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, whatever it is you get your podcast. And of course, for all these links and a whole bunch more, check out the beautifully done, redone website, maxwrestlingnet.com.
Yeah, I did have all new graphics lined up for you, but the TV said no, so we'll try again next week. But as you should know by now, the end of the show is never the end. Sometimes even 2 hours isn't enough for us to get everything said. So join Cypher for After Max live on Facebook right after the show. The QR code is on the screen right now. There could be guests, there could be announcements. It is as unpredictable as they come, so scan and go after the show. Hey. So, as it's a new year, a new era, let's begin with a little taste of the old. We haven't done this in well over a year. I don't think we did it at all in 2025. So it's time to hop in our wrestling DeLoreans for this week in wrestling history.
Hey.
We're kicking it off with January 2nd, 2006 in the main event of Raw. Kurt Angle defeated John Cena in a brutal first blood match, as despite Angle tapping out to Cena's STFU, the referee saw Cena's bloodied face, and for reasons I can't remember, Daivari was Angle's manager at the time.
Yes, when he was pretty much talking about how he hates black people and all this stuff, man.
What the?
Kurt Angle was a savage, man. He had Daivari as his manager, the whole nine, yeah.
I saw the thumbnail while I was looking for pictures of the match, and I saw Daivari at ringside, and I was just like, what the fuck is he doing there?
Yep.
I had no memory of him in Kurt Angle's corner, and I was watching back then. But I don't remember that.
He was with Hassan, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was with Muhammad Hassan the year before.
Hassan got cancelled, unfortunately. Yep. And then they put Daivari back on television to be with Kurt. But
yeah, then Daivari
I think it was good.
Yeah, then Daivari went with Mark Henry for a little bit. Then he was with the Great Khali, and Daivari was around. Yeah.
He was the Don Callis of the mid 2000s WWE.
The Daivari family.
I love that.
Going back a little further, January 3rd in 1987, Saturday night's main event was headlined by Randy Savage retaining the Intercontinental Championship against George the Animal Steel, and Hulk Hogan retaining the World Championship against Paul Orndorff in a steel cage match. That's a real Saturday night's main event right there.
Oh, yeah. 2 major matches, 2 title matches, especially one featuring Paul Orndorff, however that fucking guy was.
Mr. Wonderful.
Jesus. Mr. Wonderful.
Was wonderful.
Going back to 2006 now, should be ingrained in everybody's memory. At New Year's Revolution, John Cena successfully retained his WWE Championship in a bloody Elimination Chamber match for Edge to then cash in the first ever Money in the Bank contract to take advantage of Cena's weakened state and stole his first World Championship.
I remember staying up for that. I fucking marked when Edge came out. I was like, yes!
The original.
I always thought it was crazy because that same night, he's wrestling. Then he would go on to wrestle Flair in the TLC match and the Rumble and all that. But I always laugh when I saw that because it reminds me of the road rage incident where Edge is dressed as a nature boy and putting a young Robbie E in the figure 4 on the highway, which is awesome.
That was fucking brilliant. I remember howling at that.
The road rage kids. No, why would...
Yeah.
I wonder if he does this for real. So who fucking lives in North Carolina? We're gonna call Trav right now. Trav, you see fucking goddamn Flair around, just running around. There goes Flair again, putting random dudes in the figure 4. See you later, Rick.
Yeah, he just randomly bumps into Edge and FTR.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you want us to share a donut? Jesus Christ.
I will say this. He actually did where I am with Myrtle Beach, South Kakalaki over here. Ric Flair actually got the key to the city to Myrtle Beach 2009-ish. So, yeah. So, we got North Carolina and South Carolina representing. You got a key to the city here. And I'm like, out of all people, Ric Flair getting the key to the city. Woo! Woo, 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 woo. So.
Yeah, I bet he sold it for a drink.
Hey.
Probably. With those cameos, my God.
Oh.
Yeah.
How much you charging for these cameos?
Oh my God.
And he's drunk as a motherfucking skunk for the whole things.
Yep.
One dude apparently paid, was it about $700 for one? And he got his name wrong.
Yep.
Was it Birth or Bath? Or something like that.
To be honest, for the last 10 years, I'd be disappointed if I paid for a cameo from Ric Flair and he wasn't drunk.
True.
Well, I have to say this.
What the fuck
because
is sober? What the fuck is this?
Say Ric Flair?
Ric Flair. I have to mention this since we were talking the Carolinas. So, as you can see, I'm wearing the "It's Still Real to Me, Damn It" T-shirt that the son of the Gimp got me for Christmas. So, what's so funny about the Carolinas is because Spartanburg was when, I just want to thank each and every one of y'all for what y'all done to your bodies. That's what it reminds me of. When I think of the Carolinas, I think of poor David, friggin' what's his face, whatever his name was, friggin' passing away, God rest his soul. But yeah, it's still real to me, damn it.
My favorite part of that clip is actually Terry Funk in the background. You just hear him going, "Oh,
oh, thank you, sir." Poor David Wills, yeah, God rest his soul.
And then finally, January 4th, in general, is the day we celebrate New Japan's Wrestle Kingdom, and has become fondly thought of as the Japanese WrestleMania, giving us classic matches over the years such as Nakamura versus Tanahashi, Okada versus Omega, Jericho versus Omega, Okada versus Naito, AJ Styles, Nakamura, and countless other iconic interactions, including this year, which we're going to get into in just a little minute.
Oh, yes.
One other one. Do you mind if I just mention this one?
Shoot me.
TNA WWE Monday Night Wars, the start of that, January 4th, and Flair and what's his face, Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels, recounting, yeah.
I really enjoyed that not a crossover, that clash. I thought it was a great episode of Impact. Jeff Hardy showed up again. AJ Styles and it's
that chair shot to Homicide by Jeff Hardy was the most ugliest sound. Oh, yeah. Oh.
And yeah, all WWE had to counteract it was Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels face to face, which is a big deal, but Bret was
that was to garner eyes away from TNA.
Yeah,
Vince and Bret
and another one that we've not mentioned yet.
The night the channel changed.
The moment the all channel completely changed from Nitro to Monday Night Raw was Mick Foley winning the WWF title this week. God,
Shivani. That'll put butts in seats. Sure
27, is it 27 years ago?
For all
it was 98.
99.
99,
99.
yeah.
28, yeah. 28. So yeah, no, for all those old heads out there, for the true wrestling heads, they'd have both like Raw on and Nitro, and the previous button you'd switch back and forth. The second I heard Dumb Bischoff say that, gone. It's out of there.
That's why every time I watch Dynamite or Collision, I say, "Shut up, Shivani. You got my fucking tits."
I think the only comparison today's generation could have would be, you know, when you got the cheapest Netflix package and somebody's watching it in the other room and you want to watch Netflix, you can't, and it says you can only use one device at a time. That's kind of what it was like. You can only watch Raw or Nitro. You got to flick in between.
Oh, here's a funny one I'll mention. I just saw this one on social the other day. The 23-year anniversary of the Dawn Marie Al Wilson wedding.
Oh, good God.
We're really bringing up horror stories from back in the day. Goodness gracious. From history, from the past, I should say from this week, from history. This week, I'm already messing the whole thing up. To the present, here and the now, we got so much to talk about, including the craziness on Raw. Okay, so somebody's going to have to tell me about this Stranger Things shit, because I don't watch it. I was so lost. I'm so lost.
It's taken them 10 years to make 5 seasons. The kids went from like 12 years old to 20, even though they're still playing 14-year-olds or something.
Nice.
But I don't really want to know how to describe it without giving it away. It's nostalgic as fuck. It's all set in the 80s. There's kick-ass 80s soundtrack, so it tries to stay ingrained in the 80s. And I think they actually, even though Netflix don't release stuff on DVD, I think they actually released the first season on a VHS.
Hey,
just as a throwback. But yeah, it's just become this huge show. It's a little bit of sci-fi, a little bit of mystery, a little bit of Dungeons and Dragons. In fact, I'd say the whole show is a giant metaphor for Dungeons and Dragons. But
you had me a Dungeons and Dragons.
There you go. I'm not very familiar with Dungeons and Dragons. I will admit I've played one very, very small campaign one time. But I understand it can be massively complicated, and I'm not going to get my head into that. So yeah, this was obviously Stranger Things had their finale last week, despite what conspiracy nutballs will tell you this week. There's no secret finale episode. Last week was the final episode ever. So Netflix decided to do this big crossover with Raw. And basically, it was just a Stranger Things themed Raw. They had a bunch of decorations, a cool bunch of graphics. There wasn't like any cast members or anything showing up on the show. It was just basically Netflix plugging Stranger Things via Raw.
Nice.
Nice. But I believe Bia wants to rant about this episode of Raw, and I'll let him go first.
I can see his face. Goodness.
Right. But the only good thing that was good about Raw was the fucking start of the presentation. The presentation at the beginning with the music and like looking around the arena when it went upside down, blah, 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 with Michael Cole and Corey Graves. That was the best thing about the whole fucking show. The whole show was fucking terrible. I nearly fell asleep.
Wow. I've been there, though.
And nothing against Rhea and Io. I thought the match was okay. And Asuka Kairi. Did Maxine and Becky really need to be on that card? And that is disrespecting my goat, Becky Lynch. But that match was fucking awful.
They had to give the belt back to Becky to cheat, get the friggin' hand on the rope while she had her in the ankle lock. Yeah, and also it gave Sam Roberts friggin' her to go to Sam and go, ha 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 ha.
Sam Scam Roberts.
Sam fucking Roberts,
Sam
son.
fucking Roberts.
What?
I've seen a lot of negativity for this episode, and I guess I'm gonna put myself out there on the fence and be like, I think I may have been watching a different episode because I kind of enjoyed it.
Well, it's like I said before I got on air, it was very meh. Like like Beer said, Rio and Io, I kind of knew that they were going to win, but I was cool with it because I love Rio and Io, and I love the Rio dynamic.
Yeah.
Punk and Braun Breaker was what it was. Friggin' CM Punk taking his dome piece right onto the floor. My goodness gracious, from that suicide dive.
Braun nearly broke his neck, too.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh. But it was what it was. It accomplished what it did. Doesn't hurt Braun Breaker at all. And I thought they really killed it. Like, Braun Breaker is just out of this fucking world. Love me some Braun Breaker.
Despite a couple of botches, it was a great match between Punk and Braun. I will admit, I will agree on one thing. Becky and Maxine, yeah. We've seen a lot better from Maxine recently, and this was just, it felt out of place. It was like, to be honest, I didn't even know the match was happening. I must have missed the announcement that Becky was going back and challenging Maxine. I completely missed it. And I don't get why they put the title back on her other than to show it off on the Star Trek red carpet. Because I thought this was all... The whole point of putting the title on Maxine was to reinvent her and push her. And all that stuff she did with Natalya made her look great. And then they just put the title back on Bex.
Isn't Sister meant to be going on her honeymoon soon? She got married, and she quite recently.
Yeah, she got married to Anthony Luke, yep.
Anthony Luke, that's it.
That's what it is.
Like,
WWE's
still
like, how
drunk
dare
from a
you
wedding?
post wedding pictures with our IC championship? It just fucking take it out.
Like Ron,
Can't
it's
do
like,
that without your wedding, pal.
it's like Lana and Rusev all over again. Fuck your
Yep.
Bush.
But no, you're right. The first two matches Isu had were great. And this past Monday, the third match just missed every beat for some reason.
Just felt off.
I think for me, too, what also kind of pissed me off is they signed Javon Evans to Raw during the commercial break.
Yeah.
Oh, way to
A
be
lot of people
lackluster.
weren't happy. A lot of people I know from America weren't happy with that.
Well, yeah. Well, look at how fucking Trick came on. Was it on SmackDown, right?
Yeah, SmackDown, yep.
Yeah. So like, look at that presentation, and then this guy who has probably as big. I don't. No, I'm gonna say because again, I'm not watching NXT as often as you guys probably are, but I think he's got just as big an aura as Trick Williams. Why wouldn't you want to present him in that limelight? You have him traveling to Mexico. You have him traveling and doing this. He's on John Cena's, fucking last match event, PLE or whatever. Is he not worth a damn? Because you're just gonna hook it. Oh, like, oh, hey, this is like. If you equivalent it to the NFL, they like to do with their draft, this is a 7th round pick when nobody's watching, and they announce it on the bottom of the screen, and they talk about it 40 minutes later after the announcement came in. Oh, hey, fucking, Seattle drafted Javon Evans. This guy, what does he do? I don't know. I don't give a shit. My fucking team already drafted. I already saw it on the board. I've turned the TV off.
And I've only been keeping up with NXT more in depth the past few weeks, so I don't know if Bea's going to agree, but I would say Javon's probably got more aura than Trick recently. Trick had a lot of aura when he was champion, but he's kind of gone away, and Javon is everywhere.
Yep, I 100% agree. And Trick had that very good aura in late 2024 to the middle of 2000, before he lost the belt to Santana. But Javon has come so leaps and bounds, and I'm not against him not winning the title in NXT. I'm not against it. I mean, he put Ricky over to make him more of a prick. And Javon, I think he's going to be great on the main roster. Put him when he goes for the Intercontinental title. He will be WWE champion in about 10 years. He's still 21.
Yeah,
Isn't he feuding with the Americanos right now? And I'm sure Chad Gable will be back soon and get Chad and Javon against those Americanos, a.k.a. Tyler Big Gunn.
To lead up to Chad against Gable, rather. Don't say the first name. Against El Grande Americano.
Well, it's funny because El Grande Americano's a babyface in AAA, but he's a heel on Raw, which is kind of fun, a little dynamic to see.
I think it's hilarious.
It's basically like anybody from Canada. If you go to Canada as a face, you're automatically a heel.
Nice.
If anybody Canadian who's a heel, if they go to Canada, they automatically become a face. Is what I meant to say.
Can we mention our girl, friggin' poor Stephanie Vaquer, friggin' hurt with the boot, and now she's back to feuding with Raquel again, which I'm alright with. It's better than Nikki Bella. I'll tell you, Nikki Bella.
Raquel, I can take more of a push than like when she first joined the Judgment Day. It kind of felt off, but I think she's kind of found herself, even though she's been primarily tag teaming. This singles run is going well for her, I think. Just unless the injury is worse than we thought, or worse than they thought, I don't see any reason to take that title off Stephanie yet, because she's over as fuck.
Exactly. Kevin Nash saved her career, by the way.
Oh,
Kevin Nash was like doing something, said like a few things about it, and ever since them points came out, she's been a beast. That is the big mommy cool from NXT. That's
Kevin
what I want
Nash
from Raquel.
Kevin Nash says a lot of shit, because he also rejuvenated CM Punk. He's like, the guy's your world champion and he wrestles in a t-shirt. He did for one match, Kev, alright?
yeah,
So,
t-shirt under a t-shirt.
yeah, Punk comes out the next week, takes his t-shirt off. Hey, it's another t-shirt.
I laughed so hard when I saw that picture on Instagram. I was like, way to just troll Kevin Nash, and for that, I thank you.
Everybody seems to like trolling Kevin Nash. What was it with
yeah.
LA Knight?
Yeah.
I'm not a complete moron, so I'm going to say let's look at the adjective.
Yep.
My thing with Kevin Nash is, like, first of all, his advice. He has some good takes sometimes, and most of the times he's just verbal diarrhea. And I'll put it like that. He is. He's verbal diarrhea, like not seeing anything with LA Knight, not seeing it with this and that. It's just like it's right in front of your face, but you just can't see it. It's just like you got the blinders on, man.
No. And like he criticized Stephanie Vacquer's English. Her English is very, very good, considering she's only been learning for less than a year. Her language is coming on leaps and bounds.
Sounds good to me, fam.
What else happened on Raw?
Liv Morgan beating Lyra Valkyria.
Yeah. I am enjoying the what's the female equivalent for a bromance?
A sisterhood?
The sisterhood developing between Liv and Roxanne. Because obviously we all assumed when Liv was going to come back, she was going to go straight for Roxanne for feeding those nuggets to Dom. But
How dare you?
they seem to be getting pretty close and working really well together as a team, and I'm all for it.
Dom is a lucky son of a bitch.
It's the hair or the mustache with Dom. I mean, he's like mommy.
You know what it is? You know what it is? It's that old saying that like the girls like the bad guys. And that's just what it is. He's the stereotypical bad guy. I got the shitty hair, and I know you make fun of me while I walk around. I got my crappy mustache, but I still am banging the hot chick and her friend. What's up?
So what Moses is saying is like Dominic is like the equivalent of Gerardo was back in the 90s, Mr. Rico Suave. There you go. No, the only other thing I got to mention too as well, besides the Gerardo comment, I mean, AJ Styles, speaking of someone with the hair, man, friggin' slapping the bejesus out of Gunther. Give me some Styles and Gunther. Sign me up for that one.
Why is everybody slapping Gunther?
Because he beat John Cena and made him tap like a little bitch.
But like, when everybody slaps him in the face, and he never retaliates. Jimmy did it last year. Before Mania, slapped the fucking shit out of him, and just walked away.
Then he got the fucking piss kicked out of him the week after.
Yeah.
We saw blood on live television.
Going for an AJ should be great. I believe we've got the last 12 months of AJ's career now.
Yeah, I'd let him wrestle Japan.
Can everybody stop retiring, please?
Wrestle.
Give me one match in TNA or two. Leon Slater X Division title, Frankie Kazarian. Give me some.
He wants the match. Mike Santana wants to match them in TNA.
That's
let AJ wrestle in New Japan as well. Why the fuck not?
There's nothing out there for him. If you're gonna do that, you might as well just go to AEW and just do that way. You can at least get a fucking Okada match in. Because who's out there right now? Because I don't even really see Naito wrestling that much. Tanahashi's done. Yoda-Tsuji's not that over to really, garner the AJ run. There's nobody really out there right now with that stature. That's just me. Then again, guys like Takeshita are still going to be working both AEW and New Japan. So, I mean, maybe you could do something weird like that and have this awesome possible crossover of him, the tease of AEW as well.
Yeah.
Maybe you're right, Beer. Maybe you're right. Maybe a Japan anything, one-off match, random run. Fuck it. Put the mask back on and go out to Japan.
I love seeing face Vikingo.
Yes.
Triple A.
Ooh.
That'd be sweet.
That would be badass.
Him against Vikingo would be crazy.
We didn't, before we get into Wrestle Kingdom, we didn't mention SmackDown, first one of 3 hours, and it fucking felt like it. Watching it, I was reminded exactly why I hated 3 Hour Raw so much back in the day, because it just drags. Once they get past that second hour, it just feels like we've got another 2 or 3 hours to go, but it's just one more hour. But they don't know how to book a 3 hour show unless it's a pay-per-view and it's just match. But 3 hours of weekly Road Dogg booking is gonna suck balls if the first show is anything to go by.
I thought SmackDown was very good this week. Well, last week.
I'm not saying it was a bad show, it just dragged. It went on forever.
Mm-hmm.
Must have seemed right, because Ryan Ward's apparently now on the both Raw and SmackDown teams. We have more 3 hours with Ryan Ward writing the show. Fucking sign me up.
Well,
Yeah, there was a lot of good returns. Who was shocked about Matt Cardona? Because that came out of nowhere.
I
was
gotta
Randy
say,
Orton on KO.
for a
First of all,
second,
let's not. Good.
it took me a second to realize that they named him Matt Cardona, because obviously Zack Ryder popped up on the Tron originally,
Yep.
and we saw him in the Cena tournament, and I was just like, oh yeah, cool, Zack Ryder's
Zack
back
Ryder's
again. And then I thought, wait a minute, that says Matt Cardona.
Let's
Pull the
not
trigger.
forget. Let's not forget about the great Kit Wilson and that theme song. Come on, man.
Yes! I fucking love it.
He's great. And poor Elton Prince. I know he's out right now, but Kit Wilson's making the most of it. You go, Kit. You go. Toxic masculinity. Come on. People are chanting, "You are toxic." Let's go, Kit Wilson.
You are toxic!
Toxic.
Oh man.
Well, the return of Randy Orton as well. I thank God.
Randall.
RKO and the Miz. Yes.
Done very well with the Miz.
Boy, Randall.
There's a few other returns.
Everybody just likes seeing Miz get beat up.
Yep, that's true. Not gonna lie.
But I'm kind of surprised at how much they teased it before dropping the RKO, because you'd think, like, Miz isn't that stupid. Surely he knows what's coming, but no, he was falling for it, hook, line, and sinker.
Oh, yeah.
Got to play the dummy. You know, them two kids will run you rampant. You know what I mean? You'll just get you lost in there, and then all of a sudden, bam, there's Randy. Feel like you're back in 2012, even though he's bigger than hell.
And it's so funny, like you mentioned Trick Williams earlier and how he came on. Like, I got to say, love Sami Zayn to death, but Trick really outshined him in this promo. Trick is now on the SmackDown brand with his girl Lash Legend. Big time. But that's the thing, like, he's grown leaps and bounds from being with Carmelo, being the singles run, the Trick and A, if you will, really amplified him even more. Like, fuck.
Yeah,
like that.
Sami Zayn is like the perfect guy to introduce somebody with.
For sure.
And like him and Nakamura is forever one of my favorite moments from NXT.
Beautiful.
Incredible match.
I mean,
Beautiful.
look at what he did with Mike Kanellis when he first came in with one of my favorite
Yeah.
theme songs. Like, come on now, man. Let's go.
We missed the Kanellises.
Yes.
Oh boy, do we.
Burn it up in your love, baby.
Definitely Maria.
Hey,
Yes.
And take nothing away from Mike Bennett. Mike Bennett is a very good wrestler, by the way.
he's solid. Solid as all hell. But every time I see Maria Kanellis, I fucking, you know what I mean? I do the fucking dance. I get all jazzed up like fucking what was the fucking dude I'm thinking about? Machine Gun fucking
Kelly?
Carlson?
there you go, Machine Gun. No, not Machine Gun Kelly. No, this guy said Machine Gun. No, that guy got canceled. All right, he's fucking. Once you lost Eminem, he had to change fucking genres. He's done with, fam. We don't talk about that.
He's
there
invincible,
no more.
damn it. Well, every time I think of Machine Gun
Invincible's
Kelly,
actually a good song.
it is, but I also where he's like, John Cena's the underdog, man. It's like, would you shut your bitch ass mouth? Come on now, talking about he's the underdog. Fucking hell, dude.
This is why Kevin Owens powerbombed you off a fucking stage.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Is anybody a little disappointed in the stipulations for the 3 stages of hell with Drew and Cody? Because
I didn't hear this
with the
part.
third.
I'm curious.
it just felt like it was unimaginative, because we haven't had a 3 stages of hell match for years, and when he announced the stipulations, I just went, that's exactly what Austin and Triple H had.
Triple H, yes.
Straight
No way out on
wrestling,
one.
no holds barred, cage. Like, can you not get a bit more creative?
What more would you want?
I'd prefer the third match to be a Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, we didn't get a pay-per-view. We didn't get a Hell in a Cell match at all in 2025.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
I mean, if you're gonna
we
go,
hear in the Mexican household very often, it's the same shit. Okay.
I think the first fall is what threw me, because if you're gonna go, this is like the blow off to a long running feud, and they've already faced each other multiple times. So they've had straight wrestling matches. So why not just make every match have a stipulation?
Do what, like a submission match?
Submission.
I always bring that. I'm a sucker for a fucking submission match. No, do it. You know what? You can still do a standard wrestling match. Do a tables match. You can start with a tables match. You know what I mean? Then there's already that little extra added level of brutality. Then you go no holds barred or fall. You could change that to like falls count anywhere. See, now we're getting creative.
Yeah.
If I can go falls count area, and then you can do a Hell in the Cell or a cage. You know what I mean? Either or, whichever you pick your fucking poison.
Hell,
we
do
could get
first
way
blood
more
for the
creative.
first stage.
Hey,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, you think of Armageddon 02, like how creative they got with Triple H and Shawn with the whole like street fight, cage match, ladder match. Like that was cool. It was amazing.
That was an incredible match.
Yeah.
Way different dynamics. You don't finish with something obvious like that's a curveball. That's, you know what I mean? Yeah, why not do something like that?
Well, the street fight made sense because Triple H and Shawn from SummerSlam 02, so you incorporated that in the first fall with Armageddon. So you has a nice little tie-in.
And then even then,
Cole and
Jeez.
Gargano at Toronto 2019.
Also the G.
Yes.
what were those stages?
Amazing match. I think it was normal wrestling, then there was no DQ, and then I think it was a barbed wire steel cage.
Yes.
Shit
That's
on a
right.
bagel.
Spot at the end that was insane.
Yep.
Yeah, I mentioned Triple H and Shawn. Even after the 3 stages of Hell match, they continued feuding, and then finished it in a Hell in a Cell a year and a half later.
Yes.
Love it.
And they didn't miss a single match. I love that feud.
Nope.
So Wrestle Kingdom obviously was January 4th, 4 days ago. We saw
4 days.
the end of Tanahashi's career. It's crazy. We went from John Cena to Tanahashi within 3 weeks.
Less than a month.
Yeah,
Almost
yeah.
a month ago.
It's funny actually, because we always referred to Tanahashi as the Japanese Cena-Hashi.
He is. He's 100% is. He's the guy that he's to never give up, to always try hard. You know what I mean? We talk about how like John Cena was trying to emulate. Well, I wouldn't say trying to emulate, but he took over the Hulk Hogan role. You know what I mean? Like, hey, eat your vegetables and vitamins and shit. You know what I mean? He was the good guy, and that's all Tanahashi ever was. I don't think he was ever a fucking bad guy. And trust me, I tried to go back to find it, and no, he was just over as a son of a bitch forever. And he was never a bad guy, and he was always a good guy, and that's the number one reason why I consider him Cena-Hashi. But yeah, his retirement has taken the fucking internet by storm, because now it's all compared to look how fucking Sting went out. You know what I mean? Sting won in his last match. How come John Cena and Tanahashi didn't win? Like, dude, shut the fuck up. Like, Sting won because it was in a tag match and this whole whatever, and it helped Darby, and it was an elevation, so it worked for that. You can bitch and complain all you want about the Cena ending. The guy who never says give up, gave up. I get it. When you're an old fucking man, all right? When you're an old fucking man, you've been doing this shit forever, and there's a big fucking, dude from fucking, where's he goddamn, from Austria or whatever the fuck he's from?
Yeah, sure, yep.
Is choking me the fuck out. Choking me the fuck out. I want him off, all right? Get him. I quit. I'm done. Sorry. I let it go. And then I think Tanahashi, because New Japan is just so fucking traditional, just so old school still in 2026, that they had no other reason than Tanahashi's going out on his back. But in Japan, unlike the States, they celebrate their legends. Like, you've sacrificed so much for us. They had fucking so many guys came out. I think it was like didn't AJ show up?
No.
Like AJ showed up. Okada was there. All these people were coming out. Dudes were like, poor Tanahashi's sitting there fucking crying. He's shedding tears on all over Japanese television. I'm sure there's not a dry eye in the crowd, by the way, too, because of how much he's sacrificed for that company over the decades he's been there. So it's a great moment. It makes me look at that and kind of wish that, like, Tanahashi, I hate saying it like this. Like if everybody's run was coming to an end, I kind of wish it was like Tanahashi was first. That way everyone sees, boom, this is how Tanahashi got treated. Let's get a little bit of treatment like that for everyone else. I don't need them to like lose in the most pro wrestling way, whatever. I could give a shit how the outcome of the match. I just want them to be celebrated. Don't just let them go. Bye. There's the closing credits of the show. No, let me see some people go out there and show the love. You know what I mean? Not just like, and then again, you could say, well, Triple H did. No, they cackled. Ha 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 ha, they're booing me. Ha ha ha. Yeah. Like, well, let John have his fucking moment.
It's like I said to somebody on Facebook this week. I think they were complaining about how short a match was. I can't even remember what match it was. But like, the feud around it was bigger. And I was just like, well, yeah, because wrestling in WWE has always been the backdrop. It's all about the storylines and the characters and the gimmicks. Whereas New Japan, it's more about the wrestling. Same with AEW, really. I mean, they push those storylines, but they focus heavily on the wrestling aspect. So with Cena losing, tapping out, it's all about the story that he's telling, putting over Gunther, and just letting go of his career and all that, and all the symbolism of it. Yeah. Whereas Tanahashi, for his final match, he just went out there and had a great fucking match.
He did.
That's all there was to it.
Somebody as old as fucking Tanahashi. Getting out there, just getting murdered by fucking Okada. Poor bastard did not hold back.
I asked ChatGPT if Hiroshi Tanahashi has ever been a heel, and it said, not really, at least not in a full, sustained way. So he's never actually been a heel, but he's had certain moments where he's been kind of the antagonist of the feud or used questionable tactics, but he's never literally been a heel. He's been a babyface his entire career.
So he's kind of like the Ricky Steamboat of New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Yeah.
What a comparison.
Pretty much.
With two big names to compare each other to, too. Okay, here's another. Man, that's a dream match. Tanahashi and Steamboat.
Oh.
Take me back, boy.
Oh.
If we only had a time machine. Where's Doc Brown when you need him?
Hey, 2K, now that he's retired, if you're listening, scan Tanahashi.
I'm sure there's already
I
people
wouldn't rule
making
that out,
dude. Check the community center.
That'll be on Community Creations.
Oh, yeah. But also, new world heavyweight champion in New Japan, but they brought back the V-fucking-4 belt.
Yuta Tsuji had stated in numerous press conferences, when I win, or no, not even when I win, but he's like, I want to bring back the version 4 belt. He even said, like, when I won, I don't like this thing. This thing is ugly.
Yeah.
And he would be vocal about it, and it's like, well, and no, they brought it back, and from what I'm hearing, Gato thinks that's the best move. And it's going to probably stay like that.
Changing the design was horrible. Nobody ever liked that new design.
No, but
why would you?
You're by using the version 4 belt, you're bringing back not the lineage, but like the iconic looks. The reason why why the world got into New Japan at the time that everybody got into New Japan. Yes, thanks to AJ Styles and the influx of Americans, the Bullet Club and all that fun shit. But for that, fucking 5-6 years run of hey, we are the number one show. If you're listening to Dave Meltzer, the number one wrestling thing out there. This is our belt, and you're seeing, the Tanahashis, as we're talking about, and his massive legacy. We're seeing him wear it. Okada. We're seeing, Naito, AJ Styles. Brock Lesnar had a different version of it. You know what I mean? So it wasn't like him. I want to say Kurt Angle had a different one as well. So not those, but the massive names, the big old names that we were, following so intently.
Yeah. I think that was probably the thing I marked out for the most over what I've seen of Wrestle Kingdom. The belt's back.
Wrestle Kingdom, I got to watch. I didn't get to watch the entire show. I did watch a whole bunch of highlights of like a lot of highlight packages of this or whatever. The three matches I did get to watch, and I started on my fourth, which was the main event. So shame on me for not watching the main event, but I thought it was fantastic. With the 5 or 6 minutes I got in was so good. The one I'm going to put over like a son of a bitch, I was ranting and raving about the fucking women's match, but actually Aaron and Wolf and Evil for the Never Openweight Championship is, again, I'm a sucker for amateur wrestling. This dude is a national champion wrestler in Japan. He was overly touted. He looks the part. He looks like the menacing wrestler that they bring in, because that's what they do. They bring in these nationally ranked wrestlers, these guys that competed in their Olympic team, and turn around and change their life around. And he went in there and fucking made Evil look like a fucking douche. It was awesome. Even with all the interference, he looked amazing. And it's like you can always say that, like, you can make a star off of something like this. And again, with all the consistent fucking influx and goddamn interference that we'd get fucking Dick Tojo and Don Fale and all this, just so many damn people that came in to try to interrupt this, and Aaron Wolf took out the dub, got the belt. Now he gets to go on a nice run. This was his pro wrestling debut, so it's like, that's why I'm overly hyped about it. It was great. And Takeshita, dude, I need way more Takeshita in New Japan, because like the match with Yuta Tsuji, it wasn't probably as good as some would think. Yuta Tsuji's wrestling style isn't that of like an Okada or a Tanahashi or an AJ. He's a little more of like a slow, like Naito was a slow-paced guy, but he knew when to turn it up. I don't know if Yuta Tsuji knows when to turn it up. But then again, I'm not watching it as heavily. Maybe I'm changing my mind all of a sudden if I keep watching him. But it was really good. But more Takeshita in New Japan, and he's stated he's going to be there through 2026. So I can only imagine some of the guys he could be wrestling against. Take him and Okada in New Japan just for the fuck of it, and just let them go beat the shit out of each other. That'd be great. Keep talking about them having a match.
The Aaron Wolf guy, the guy you just mentioned, I got a horrible feeling by the end of 2026 to be in the Don Callis family.
Oh,
you just couldn't write this fucking shit.
Everybody's in the fucking Don Callis family.
Everyone's in the Don Callis family.
We'll get to that in a bit as well.
At this point, the Don Callis family needs Julie Andrews, because it's just the family just keeps growing.
Goodness Christ.
It's unbelievable.
Speaking of family growing, there's a lot of NXT call-ups announced this week. NXT was, like, again, still getting back into it, but it was a solid show. Two big surprises, shocking moments in Izzy Dame winning the North American Women's title, and OBA FEMI vacating the NXT title.
Yeah. Crazy.
I knew he was coming up soon, but I thought he would have just come up with the belt. Like we've already exactly like that, doing the walk.
The way I see it, dude, is you have so many people that they haven't evolved, which is featured on Tubi, also with NXT. So there's a nice collaboration there. I mean, you look at a woman like Kendall Gray, who, for someone so young, the matches she had with JCJ and the amateur wrestling ability that she has, and just the overall skill set, is immense, and it's right there. I mean, you mentioned Thea Hale and Blake Monroe starting off, and she attacking her, and Izzy Dame. Izzy Dame has got the dog in her, literally and figuratively speaking. She's the girl of Braun Breaker, doing the damn thing, looking as only as she can look. And then you got Thea Hale, the ultimate underdog, being signed at the age of 18, and now she's 22, feeling 22 like a Taylor Swift track back in 2013.
Hey.
This woman, yes, this woman is just, I've been loving it, man. I think a lot of people that you got. And now you got Tavian Heights going against Jasper Troy for the speed title. You got Stax going against Shiloh Hill. Shiloh Hill's teeth went right on Ariana Grace, man. It was disgusting, but goodness gracious, man.
That was wild.
Evolve is getting to be the most randomly fun show. I kind of like watching secretively.
Yeah. Also, Blake Monroe was hilarious backstage after the attack, and Ava's just yelling at her, and Blake's go, I didn't do anything.
Did you see what she tweeted at Blake Monroe on Twitter?
What did she
no.
tweet?
Oh, yes.
Piss off.
She had to delete it in the end.
And then Blake Monroe's like, what? Like, the only reason why you're there is because of your daddy? Oh, God, it was great.
Twitter feud.
Well, there's a quick recap. So now for a more in-depth recap of NXT. It's been a while, but beer is here. For Tuesdays, it's the NXT Round.
Right. What's good, everyone? This is Beer. This is your NXT Round. And we're back. We're better than ever. And NXT right now continues to be the best show on television. It makes Monday Night Raw look even worse than it was on Monday. Anyway, so the show starts off with Thea Hale coming to the ring to be jumped by Blake Monroe before the match starts. Turns out that the match was actually delayed. Ricky Sainz then opens the show saying that most talent take free agency, such as obviously Trick Williams and Javon Evans, who've been called up to SmackDown and Raw respectively. He said he ain't going nowhere for now. He's going to send people from where they came from. Now, I don't know if that's a hint at any free agents coming in, but I don't know. Also mentioned by he and Oba are 1-1 and keeping an eye on the main roster. Ava and Robert Stone backstage talking about 10 seconds into the show, and it's already chaos. NXT is always chaos. Remember that. And then Ava finds Blake Monroe and asks what was that all about. Blake actually asks asks if she's going to get fined and then give her title back. Ava bans Blake from the building due to the attack. Now, there is whispers going around that Blake is getting called up, so keep an eye on SmackDown in London in 2 weeks. We may see a SmackDown debut of Blake Monroe. Hopefully. Opening match tonight sees Izzy Dame and Tatum Paxley go 1-on-1, and this is the second match of the feud. A banger match with these two. Paxley wins with the cemetery driver. Do something with Tatum. She's the most over woman in the company. I'm going to get to the next part just in a few minutes' time. We then have a video package of an incoming debut of Leo LaFleur. Now, a lot of people have had a stock on for this cat, but if it's adding more depth to the men's roster, then I'm down for it. You may have to ask Mo regarding this guy. I think he's a French guy. I think he's been in AAA. Might have been in Japan, so Mo's your guy. And before we get to the next match, Thea Hale and Jordan Grace are in the medical room, but they've postponed the match till Thea is medically cleared. Thea demands a match, whereas Blake is booted from the building, and then to ask for an open challenge. Ava said no, wait till you're cleared. Jordan Grace says she's made up her mind, and the match will go ahead. Next up, NXT Women's title on the line, JC Jane defending against Kendall Gray. This was a banger. Now, let me tell you, there is nothing like a Kendall Gray match. This woman is fucking money. I agree with the decision that JC retained because it's now going to build up Kendall in a lot more bit of a serious way. It was like a bit of a tester to see if she can handle it. She handled it perfectly. JC retains with a rolling on card for a lot of interference by Fatal Influence. It'll give Kendall a bit of a side mission now before winning it at Stand and Deliver, I hope. Ava is in her office and to be interrupted by Ethan Page and talks about his accolades of 2025. Ethan Page, for me, is one of the wrestlers of the year. He's been absolutely fucking great. And then how he handled Moose last week. Brings in the Vanity Project from Evolve, and he is addressing the fans later on. Next up, Thea Hale comes out and does the open challenge that she wanted to do earlier. She promised the fans a match, and damn, she wanted to give everything to prove why she deserves the championship. A lot of the women, a lot of the jobbers, and a lot of people from Evolve come out. Tatum Paxley then runs out with a chainsaw, and then Thea got jumped from behind by Izzy Dame. This was a very decent match. Izzy Dame wins with the Dame Over from a Super Dame Over. A lot fucking smooth. So we have a new NXT Women's North American Champion. Right move, like the move. So it will adds more fuel to the match. That's going to be a Vengeance Day between Tatum and Izzy. Lola Vice is watching backstage with the Vanity Project trying it on. Bad move as Big Damian Priest is tapping that thing. To be helped by Hank and Tank. And then Kalani Jordan comes into the room, throws a shoe at Lola Vice. Now that is very, very weird, but I like the story between these two women. I fucking love it. I think it's great. Carry on. Kalani's killing it as a heel right now. Long may it continue. Joe Hendry comes to Ava's office and wants a match with Dark State next week. He gets a match with Dion Lennox, leading to Hendry to find three badasses to face Dark State. He will be facing Dion Lennox. He's got OTM as his muscle, like that. OTM been great since coming back. Ethan Page arrives to the ring celebrating the most dominant star in 2025 to be interrupted by about 7 people. I did not like this segment at all. Interrupted by Jasper Troy, so it's going to be his year. Said he ran through like LFG like a bulldozer. Yes, he should have been built like a bulldozer to start with. To then be cut off by my good friend Molly. Shout out to you, Molly. Favorite Josh Briggs. She hates him, because I find this funny. Calls himself the Man of Mayhem to be interrupted by Stax. The TNA International Champion says he has unfinished business with Ethan Page. Shiloh Hill, the guy from LFG, cuts off with the crowd shouting toothless aggression. Bit weird saying it after, yeah, I'm not going to go there. Confirms that Stax is facing Shiloh Hill next week for the international title. I can see an interference from a TNA guy, hopefully Steve Macklin. Then to be cut off by Tavian Heights, who is facing Troy next week for the Speed title. Brawl breaks out with all the guys. Page escapes. Main event time. There is nothing like an OBA FEMI match. A fucking banger against Leon Slater. Leon did a lot of good shit. Sold like a dream. I thought Leon was actually going to win. But Leon fell to the fall from grace. For the 1, 2, 3. Show closes with a shot of Oba with that fucking aura that he has. Ava, before the show closed, Ava speaks to various amount of talent from Evolve, saying it's time for some stepping up because, as we know, Javon Evans, Tripp Williams, Jordan Grace is now been called up to the main roster. Now there is talks about Blake, and there's now also talks about Lola Vice. I'm down for that bit of ass on SmackDown. Robert Stone barges in and just asks what OBA FEMI just did. And I'm not surprised. OBA FEMI vacated the title. And for me, right call. There is no one should have beat OBA for the title in the first place. Tony D'Angelo is spotted in the background. Now, this show killed Monday Night Raw. Now, I'm going to get my Monday Night Raw and I'm going to get this NXT review up on my channel. But I haven't said this for a long time.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
He told me that he'd say that. Here's the thing, Demoness. You wear evil like a crown. I carry my humanity like a scar. You call it weak, this hesitation, this mercy, this refusal to burn everything just to feel powerful. You call that weak. I want you to understand something. Evil is easy. It asks nothing of you except to surrender. Humanity, however, humanity costs something. It costs pride, it costs rage, it costs the comfort of becoming the monster that everyone expects. You see, everybody expects that of you. And because they've expected it for so long, they got comfortable. You got comfortable. You chose the abyss because it never questioned you. I chose humanity because it does. I've stood at the edge you rule from. I've heard the same whispers. I feel the same hunger day in and day out. You don't think that maniac is knocking on my skull, wanting to get out, wanting to cause havoc, like he used to, like you guys used to. I feel the same hunger, and it is exhausting. Please do not. I beg of you, do not let him come back. The difference between you and me is I didn't kneel. You thrive in the darkness because it hides what you've lost. You've been the Demoness for so long, you don't even know who Nicola is anymore. You're absolutely out of your mind. I walk in the light because it forces me to face what I still have. And I still have a shred of humanity left. Even though he is knocking on the inner parts of my cranium, scratching and clawing to get out. I still have just a shred of humanity left, and I'm going to hold on to it with my dying breath. So you can call me naive, you can call me weak, you can call me doomed, but when this is over, I want you to understand something, Demon. You'll still be feeding on shadows, and I'll still be human. that comes at a price. Please don't make me become the monster. It's for your own good.
We had a wild end to 2025, so we intend to kick off 2026 with a whole lot of style with our first Max event of the year, Promo Rumble 11. It comes your way January 29th, featuring predictions for the 2026 Royal Rumble.
We already know one match. It will be champion versus champion with neither title on the line as the world champion, the Demoness, faces her Blackheart brother, the first ever international champion, Robert Davis, in Showdown in the Shadows Part 3.
Part 3. A little intriguing, a little bit nervous at the same time. Plus, as we heard at the Maxis, the captain won the vote, and he gets to choose his own challenger for the television championship. The question is, who will he pick to rumble with? We will find out who he picks next week.
Well, it was going to be next week, but now decided I can't wait much longer because we only got a couple of weeks. So tune into the Open Challenge a little bit later on in the show, and you will find out exactly who the challenger will be at Promo Rumble.
Hey, absolutely love it. Once again, it comes your way January 29th, and the official Promo Rumble theme song is Arrival by Captain's Revenge, taken from the debut album Monster. Available now on all streaming platforms. Go to maxwrestlingnet.wb.com/rumble for more information.
Do it now. It's a beautiful website.
Hey.
Welcome back to Max Wrestling. I am the captain. He is El Jefe. We are joined by Mike Larkin and Beer. Speak their name and they appear. Once again, make sure you drop a people's elbow on the like button and a 5-knuckle shuffle on the subscribe button. Follow us on all podcast platforms and social media at Max Wrestling UK, and make sure you visit maxwrestlingnet.weebly.com.
I got here with the big show fist.
So far we have covered WWE, including Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. We have covered Wrestle Kingdom, but there's one thing left to do, and that is to look back at last night on Dynamite.
What time is it? I think my sources are telling me. You know the time. Last night on Dynamite. The man, the myth, the icon, El Jefe! For sure.
Another fun first Dynamite of the year, main evented by the Lights Out match, which we'll get into. I don't know who in the fuck. I don't know if this is a John thing. I don't know if this is like a Brian thing or it's a Tony Khan thing. But John Moxley opening matches is just a thing on fucking on goddamn Dynamite. He takes on Shelton Benjamin in a Continental Eliminator match, meaning if Shelton Benjamin wins, he will get an opportunity at the Continental Championship. These guys with the fucking almost a 20-minute time limit. They brawled everywhere. I don't think Continental Championship or Continental matches, period, are supposed to be fucking like falls count anywhere. But hey, they went all over the place, fought all over the arena, and I do mean fought everywhere. And this was hard hitting. This was crazy. This was dudes in their one in their 40s and one in their fucking 50s, just out here, just absolutely showing everyone up. Shelton Benjamin should be damn ashamed of himself for being as good as he is at his fucking age. Actually, not ashamed of himself because he's a damn role model. I want to be Shelton Benjamin when I get older. He's the man. He is absolutely the man. We see Darby Allin backstage just riding on a skateboard like a dickhead, looking for Pac, which I'm just like, you could walk. There's people walking, dude. There's people walking, and he's just like, I'm
walking here. I'm walking here.
Just ridiculous. Love AEW for doing this. Excalibur brings up Hiroshi Tanahashi's career-ending night at Wrestle Kingdom. They talk about Okada winning one final one in their storied rivalry. It's a good thing. I loved it. Good on that. We get the awesome video package of, I guess, that they put together between MJF and him, I guess, being challenged. I wouldn't say it didn't really feel like an actual challenge, but by the great Kenny Omega, and they're building up to that one for, what is it called? The Carnage? That's right, Maximum Carnage next week, which is just to plug a fucking show. So, earlier in the show, they put it all over the interwebs that, what was it? The Jet Speed got beat up, and I love how Ricochet and his boys come in. He's like, oh, what happened? And Renee's like, well, maybe it had to do with your bounty. He said, I didn't put a bounty out. I just said if you guys beat them up, we would pay you a sum of money. That's literally a bribe. That's literally a bounty, dude. Like, what are you talking about? I laughed so hard because even Renee's like, what the fuck's wrong with you? And then in comes Don Callis. He's like, oh yeah, there's something happened to him. And in comes this fucking massive ass Jake something, going by his actual last name now, Jake Doyle, even though I want to say his real name is Jacob. You're getting a little too close to using people's real names. But glad he's here. He looks awesome. If you know him from his TNA run, sweet. I know him a little bit more from the indie run, but I knew of him from TNA, and I got more into him on the indie scene because he's just this massive son of a bitch. And I feel so bad for him because Don Callis is like, look at him, and just kept fucking hitting him. I'm like, can you stop hitting the man? Like, I get it. He's a fucking brick shithouse, but I don't need you to fucking chop the crap out of him every 4 seconds.
I don't like the name change. Maybe I'm just used to Jake something.
It's way better.
Jake something sounds stupid on paper, but he made it work. And now he's using his real name. It's almost a missed opportunity, too, because if they'd have brought him in with Orange Cassidy or something, they could have called him Jake whatever.
That would have been fucking cool. That would have been fucking cool. But it's true. It's like, you just leave his fucking name be.
I guess.
Whatever.
They probably own it in their WWE bitches right now.
Please. Mike's got one.
I gotta mention what Mo said. I'm sorry. You were cracking me up with the friggin' like Don Callis like chopping him. It's not necessarily the name like the Jake whatever and all that. I'm really happy to see him there. But it kind of reminds me, and for those that are old school TNA and like all of us who follow TNA, it reminds me of when Scott D'Amore would always yell in the camera when Team Canada and go, ah, 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 like that. It reminds me of that, like Don Callis friggin' slapping him. And I just have images of Scott D'Amore going, ah, 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 Showtime Eric Young, Maple Leaf Muscle P.D. Williams, Bobby Roode. And I'm like, oh my God, would you settle the fuck down?
If you weren't there for the early TNA, you missed out on Team Canada.
Yes.
Team Canada. Oh my God.
Team Canada.
So with no Jet Speed, poor Jack Perry is by himself in this trios match against the Demand, which is Ricochet, Tangaloa, and was Bishop Khan. Was it the national champion Ricochet is with that awesome belt that he's never defended, at least not that I know of. And so Jack Perry's standing. I already knew it was going to be the Bucks. The Bucks said that they were going to take 2025 off. Well, guess what? Now it's 2026. They were good guys when they left, so now they're good guys when they come back. They brought back the Super Kick Party theme song, which I was like, why is the fucking crowd giving no reaction? Like, I know we're in Oklahoma. I know it's, maybe they don't give a shit about the Bucks or whatever, but I was like, if you don't recognize that fucking opening guitar riff, you're not watching AEW long enough. Kind of just drove me a little nuts. They got no reaction until the fucking screen said, the Young Bucks. I'm like, really? You don't know this shit by now? It's ridiculous. But they come out, and as I say every fucking time, these guys are the last bit of embodiment of PWG. They are the last guys to have anything left to do with PWG because they're trying to keep that wrestling style alive where you go out there and just absolutely have fun, throw it to the wind, as they say. And this match was fucking great. Goddamn Nick and Matt and even Jack Perry, every time I turn around, they're doing a fucking simultaneous, you flip, I do a move, he flips, I do a move. They do a thing that it was really fucking good. And then shockingly, the Demand were keeping pace with these fucking cats. And that was one thing that I did like. But as soon as the Bucks hit the BTE trigger and Jack Perry just absolutely destroyed Ricochet with the sacrifice knee, just fucking murdered poor fella. After the match, was it Mark Davis and his new big massive buddy Jack Doyle hit the ring and just fucking destroy dudes. And then before they destroy dudes, the lights go out and I'm like, all right. And the thing that kills me with AEW, I don't know what Tony Khan's doing. The lights only need to be out for like 6 seconds, but maybe 7. I don't need to wait like 25 and be like, well, so did they just not pay the power bill or like what's going on around here? Because it's like it's getting to be weird.
I don't know why they have to do a blackout every time there's a debut or a return.
Yeah, just have them show up. I mean, if you think about the simplicity of it, I always go back to, we just talked positively about Nash, so I guess we'll do it again right now. Think about when Hall and Nash showed up in WCW. I mean, granted, yes, you could have, I don't know if they were really doing the cut, fucking power off, power on thing back then, but just having them show up and having people be like, hold on, wait a minute, have the people react to it and then make it a thing, that I think could have been a whole hell of a lot better. But no, you're right. So Andre El Idolo is back. He's with the Don Callis family, like they don't have to consistently grow. And then, of course, Mark Davis and everyone are out there just whipping ass. I want to be as massive as Jake Doyle one day because he's like beating the shit out of, I want to say it was like Matt Jackson in the corner. Or no, Jack Perry. And he's beating the shit out of him in the corner. Then he fucking rips his shirt off and chokes him. And I'm like, you know what? I want to be that badass one day where I can just rip my shirt off and choke somebody with it. It's badass shit right there. Loved it. Speaking of things we all should love, Willow Nightingale's television title celebration. It was literally just her out there. They were just trying to amp her up as big as they can, and it worked out pretty well. She's rambling on and on. She introduces her busty, badass, blonde friend, and I was like, okay, that's cool. I like that. Whatever. Holly Cameron's over there jumping around. Praises Chris Statlander, she goes over, gives her a kiss on the cheek or whatever, and then in the middle of her whole thing, out comes Mercedes Moné in like this. Thank you, Mike. In this stupid, it looks like you would wear it at a funeral, but it's white. So I'm like, so did nothing die? Like, what do you? Okay, I'm really confused. Comes out and it's the angry kid. You know what I mean? It's like, there's always that one kid at the birthday party that stands behind the kid whose birthday it is and tries to blow out their candles. That's Mercedes Moné. She's like, well, it's my party too. No, you came to this party, but it's my party. No, listen, she got all mad, starts trashing everything, and she tries to go after Statlander and then gets fucking powerbombed by Willow. And then they walk around her like they buried the fuck out of Mercedes. Like she's like, her momentum is shot in the foot. And if they try to do anything with her, it's going to just go negative. So keep going negative for a couple more months. But no, this was a fucking awesome little segment, and I loved it. Speaking of awesome segments, I don't know how to feel about Sammy back on Dynamite. The people don't like him. The people could give a motherfucker about Sammy Guevara. They really could. But him and Bandito, Ring of Honor champion versus Ring of Honor tag team champ, I don't think it was supposed to be as good as it was. I don't know what the fuck happened, but they clicked on all fucking cylinders and had a really good match. But then the ending just dragged. And it dragged, and I blame this on Excalibur because every single fucking time that Bandito would throw Sammy up against the ropes, stomach first, he'd yell, and here's the 21 plex, and then they'd reverse it. And they did it about 5 fucking times. And so I'm like, dude, you were like foreshadowing. You know what I mean? You're teleporting this fucking ending. Like, shut the fuck up. Like it got a little bit annoying. But then again, I can't say that like it was that. I don't know. One thing I forgot to mention was they brought JR back because they were in Tulsa, Oklahoma. So of course you have to have JR there. Poor JR. I love him to death. Great. I don't need him like on fucking commentary over here talking about Ricochet, or it was Ricochet, no, Sammy Guevara. It's bad luck to wear your wedding ring in the wrestling ring. And then the fucking whole commentary table goes quiet. Okay, yeah, for sure. Jim was like, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing, Jim? What are you doing? Crazy fucking guy.
He did drop a few old lines.
He's a boomer for sure. And then some. Tony Storm, Marina Shafir. I don't want to be like, this was stupid. No, Marina Shafir is getting better. And when you work with people who are on a better level, they make her better. There was interference at the end of this, whatever. Before the interference went down, I have to say this because I used to shit all over her. Whoever the fuck is training Marina Shafir right now, give yourself a raise if that's fucking possible. Beg for a fucking raise. Something has clicked in this young lady's head, and she's slowly starting to get it. Whether it is her lack of having to try hard, whether it's whatever, I don't know what. That's what I'm going off of. She's not trying as hard. She's just trying to actually compete at a decent level, whether it means that she's got to use jiu-jitsu or the most basic of pro wrestling there is. But it doesn't have to be over the top, and because she's not making over the top, and everything is simplistic, and she's working with good people, she's having these better matches. So good on her, good on whoever's fucking training her. Tony Storm gets the win via disqualification. Who fucking came in to
Everybody.
Goddamn bag of dicks. Fucking bag of dicks and the fucking and the extra what did Mike just call him, the gnome under the bridge?
Oh, let me
this
take
fucking
this
guy.
for a second. Let me take
Wait,
it.
no, please take over. I can't.
I gotta make the hot tag. So okay. Bag of Dicks comes out, really dressing like a 16-year-old who just came back from summer vacation with his hoodie, looking like a sophomore in high school. He painted his fingernails. He went into a fucking Escape the Fate concert, A Day to Remember. Take your fucking pick, man. It's one of those things where I look at a dude like this, and I was saying this to Beer. I said it to my main man, Mo. I said it to my dude, Dazarito, up in this piece. It reminds me of Wes Briscoe and fucking Garrett Bischoff in TNA when they were going for the tag titles, challenging Beer Money, and it's like, why the fuck do you think that you deserve a tag team title shot against Beer Money? Holy fucking shit, to put in the bluntest of terms. And then you see him, like you mentioned, the troll under the bridge. Somebody put on some Dora the Explorer. Then you got Daniel Garcia. It's just like, bro, why are you here? Why in the actual fuck are you here? You know what I'm saying? It's anger, it's venom that goes through my entire veins and to my loins, if you will, to quote Meet the Fockers. It's
The
one of these
loins.
things. The loins, it's the fruit of your loins. It's one of those things where it's like, what is with Daniel Garcia? He literally, if you look at the entrance and even that presentation, he just fist bumps him, and then he looks like this, like, yeah, guys, I guess we're going to go out. We're going to have a wrestling match. Ugh. So it's one of those things where it's just there's no aura, there's no charisma, and I got to tell you something, man. If, to quote Notorious in 2009, Daniel Garcia is like a bad crab that'll make your dick itch. It's just like, why are you here? It's nonsense, man. It's like the shake and bake. It's nonsense. So that was my little rant.
What did you call Wheeler?
Beer wants to tag him. I need to tag myself in. I said to you a few weeks ago about Daniel Garcia and Wheeler Yuta.
Yeah.
They're what I call mood hoovers. Every time they see them, the mood changes. It's like when you have, say, if you got a match with MJF, say, against Bandito, because I'm watching Dynamite as we speak. You can have, let's start the match, MJF versus Bandito, and the next you can have Daniel Garcia and Wheeler Yuta coming out together. And then it's like, ugh, do we have to?
Do we
I think
have to?
I think
And
we just
I
found.
guarantee you, Tony is gonna put the tag titles on him this year.
Oh, God.
I think we just found the episode
guarantee-
title.
Oh.
And also, regarding Marina Shafir, I'll pick up what Mo said. Now I'm going to let you carry on, so apologies, Mo.
You're good.
Remember who her husband is?
Yeah,
Roddy.
which they teased.
Hey,
Roger
so then
Strong.
what the fuck's her goddamn excuse for all those years ago? Come on. Don't give me that shit.
I love how
Yeah,
they're
they
always on
wrestle,
opposing
so
sides, and then when they come face to face, they both just freeze. I love the teasing.
Beat the shit out of his wife.
But before we,
Well, look at Mike. Well, here's
I
the
love
thing,
Roddy.
too. Like you mentioned Roddy, but I also have to give credit because she said in an interview, Mox has been helping her a lot too. You got to give it the shout out to both Mox and Roddy.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Help
real
both
quick before we move on,
sides.
Mike, what was it you called Wheeler?
Oh, the troll that lives under the bridge, Dora the Explorer style.
Yeah, he does look like he's trying to marry Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Hey,
Goodness
John
gracious.
Rolling the troll.
The nostalgia.
freedom.
All the way back.
Sorry, Mo. We'll let you carry on.
We closed the show with the the lights out max, not the unsanctioned, the lights out match. Hangman Adam Page, Swerve Strickland against the Ops, Powerhouse Hobbs and Hook.
The lights actually
Page
did
coming
go
out like
too.
the Sandman, minus the fucking beer smash. What was that?
The lights actually did go out too.
Yeah, just gotta let you know, we're not liable for what the fuck goes on. Kind of shit. I liked it. This match was just, I don't want to say utter chaos, but it was chaos. It's just what it was. It was, there was, what the fuck did they hit? Like somebody got hit in the balls. I forgot who. I want to say Powerhouse Hobbs got hit in the balls by Swerve.
Hobbs,
I
yeah.
forgot with what. And then they fucking whole chant and started chanting, "You sick fuck."
The
Fucking
next
love
staple
that.
is people is Powerhouse.
Oh, wasn't it Hook?
Yeah.
Hook got a lot of
Yeah, there you
staples
go.
too. And he was screaming like a little girl.
The staple gun came out. Then there was the fucking cinder blocks in the ring. That shit was crazy. I can't do the cinder blocks. I know they're fake, but I can't do the fucking cinder blocks.
Yeah.
It was carnage. It was utter. I can't go. If I go through the whole thing, you're going to go through the whole thing and then some. There's many, like I say on the TSK, there's many matches I tell everybody to go out of their fucking way with. Dynamite had no problem putting an absolute banger to open up the 2026 season, if you will. Then with this one, Hook taps out after getting, was it the fucking, oh, that's right, he starts choking. Hangman chokes him out with a chain. Because, I guess we all love Brody King, and Brody King is all in, he lives deep in our heart, even though he's in the backstage area. But no, it was great. Choked him out with the chain. Obviously, Hook submitted, closed out the show. Good shit. Again, absolute fucking carnage. You talk about having Wheeler Yuta and Bag of Dicks Danny Garcia possibly winning the tag championships. No. Hangman and Swerve. You really want to rewrite and reinvent your fucking tag division? Crown these motherfuckers your champions. Don't let them go after MJF right now. Go let MJF deal with all the other fucking jahoops. Have him lose to Kenny maybe in a month or two. Leave Hangman and Swerve out of it. Make them your tag champs. Remember how big your tag division was when it was Hangman and Kenny. You do not need a named tag team to run the division. Just have guys that can go with anybody. And these guys can go with everybody. So let it fucking happen. And as organic as it can be, all they got to do is start feuding with FTR. It's not hard. It's not hard. They're the fucking good guys. FTR are a bag of dicks. Well, not bag of dicks, but they're assholes. So there you go.
You know what I think it is with the cinder blocks?
Yeah,
Please.
What I think it is with the cinder blocks is, obviously, we know they're fake, but there was that one time where Hangman and Swerve used a real one, and Swerve took a powerbomb right onto the fucking thing.
Yeah.
And ever since then, every time I see a cinder block...
Yeah. Yeah.
So what do we call their tag team name now? Swerving and Hanging? Wait a minute, no. What do we call... No, not that. I just realized what I said. What do we call Swerve and Hangman now?
That's good. The Swerving Cowboys? No.
Swerving Cowboys?
Yeah, I'm more interested in Swerve and Hanger as tag champs over Edge and Christian.
Yeah,
Where the fuck is Edge?
Eat donuts. We just said this.
I would
hanging
rather...
out with Trav eating donuts.
Actually, no.
God damn it.
Actually, no, where the fuck's Christian? Because, with Cope, at least they said, I'm taking some time off, and in reality, he was going to film something, and everybody thought he was going to come back to the E. But where the fuck's Christian?
Dan went to go get milk and hasn't come back yet.
Yeah.
Well, when you have Edge going away, and they were supposed to do Cope, and Christian going against FTR, and then friggin' he's not around, and Christian never ever finished that feud with Nick Wayne because he's injured, so it's all over the place, man.
Christian Cage is just sitting in catering.
Yep.
One of the best
Come home with the milk already.
talkers sitting in catering.
Yep.
Probably one of the best heel of 2024 when he did the whole dad shtick.
Oof.
Yep.
That was brutal.
Crazy. Yeah, it was a solid episode. A lot of action in the ring. Completely agree with Swerve While I Hang becoming tag team champions.
Nice. Swerve while I hang. I like it.
Oh yeah, like that a lot.
And as far as MJF goes, still brilliant. It took me a minute to realize who he brought to the ring. John Cruz. I was like, who the fuck is that? But
I brought a translator here.
And then Bandito drops the classic, I speak English, you stupid idiot.
Is you stupid son of a beach. Fucking pop so hard. I was like, Bandito's fucking tag partner is this dude from Van Nuys, right? He speaks fucking good enough English to fucking deal with him. What are you doing? But then MJF calling himself a Lucha Libre legend. I fucking lost it. Oh, I lost it.
He's a former Triple H champ.
He's like, hey,
hello.
I'm a former CMLL world champion. I'm like, it was the middleweight championship. He's like, I sold out Arena Mexico numerous times. They always sell out. I love MJF, and and then the whole thing he's on. I beat he's on. What's that guy's name? Mystico. I don't care. Love MJF. You fucking prick.
What's funny is MJF and Dominic Mysterio have held the equivalent top titles of rival Mexican companies.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
It's fucking great.
That's true.
So next week, we got MJF and Bandito. Also, MJF stole the ring back, kicked him in the balls, and stole his ring.
After this whole fucking he's translating and fucking shoves him off and everything, and yeah, he's got the ring on like his fucking index finger, and it just looks so goddamn weird. And he's like, all right, so why don't you just give the ring over? I've got 6 of them at home. Well, then why do you want this one? Like, fuck off. And so yeah, they're gonna have a match on Carnage, which is for the AEW Championship, and I guess the ring as well. So Bandito will lose because he's just Ring of Honor World Champ, but hopefully they put on a good enough match. And if we've seen anyone have great matches with luchadors, it's MJF. So I've got no negative qualms about this one next week. This next week is gonna fucking slap.
No, and I don't know if it's just me, but since he got the plugs with the new hair, MJF looks a lot more villainous.
He really does, though.
Very small
like
detail, but it works.
Good shot, bud.
Like a 007 villain.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah, I actually saw a sign in the crowd during the MJF segment where it said, MJF, go make another bad movie. And I'm Happy Gilmore 2 was not a bad movie.
No, it was good.
I enjoyed it.
He's in something else right now. I forgot what else he's in, but he's in something else right now.
Well, he
and
got
then there was
deleted
another
from Iron
sign
Claw,
that I
didn't
guess. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, he did that. He did something. Well, but I guess no. In the Iron Claw, his part never got aired.
Yeah, but he was still a producer.
So there was that. Yeah, he was still got producer credit for it. But no, there was another. I guess here's another movie he was doing just recently as well, but only like little stints of it. So I don't know what that is. We'll figure that out when it happens. But yeah, no, that was. He's the man. Everything he fucking does is goddamn hilarious. He's
in Violent Night 2 and Street Fighter.
Oh, he's in Street Fighter. Nice. Dude, Street Fighter's turning out to be this fucking stud-started cast, dude. I like it.
Yeah, there's a lot of wrestlers in it. Are we sure Adam Sandler's not making it?
Right, and he does like his wrestlers. He does love wrestlers. That's his whole thing.
All right, so if you saw Promogeddon, you know how it went down. Obviously, Beer's not happy about the way it went down. Neither am I. Neither is Phoenix. Dragon Club got screwed. But he has not been well advised by the two of us in this decision that he's made. Phoenix has a little something to say to our world champion, the Demoness.
You did something I thought wasn't even possible. You see, I worked hard to keep the demon at bay, and yet you summon him and control him to use against my brother in arms. Even when they try to appeal to your human side. Only now, I fear you may not have one, as you decimated us all. Now I see the only way to vanquish you is entity versus entity. Demon versus demon. Yes, Nicola, Demoness, I am challenging you to the Promo Rumble for the World Championship. And yes, it may be a death sentence, or maybe, just maybe, you will be the one to face your demons as I take that World Championship from you.
Now, in 2025, we had a Bruff board and a Bell End board. And while that was fun, we've had a little decoration for our clean slate in 2026. So, let's begin with the first points of the year on the Wanker Wall.
I'm the biggest wanker in this place, man. Hey, no. I'm the biggest wanker in this place, okay? Me, not you.
Alright, we got a clean slate and a new wall. Welcome to the Wanker Wall.
Hey.
I don't know who wants to kick it off, but I'm going to get this one off really quick before I forget about it. I'm going to award the first Wanker points ever to Sammy Guevara.
Hey.
20 points for the Vince McMahon pencil tash. It's creepy as fuck. Thank you very much for the nightmares. And another 10 points because I just can't take him seriously with all the yelling. And the greatest of all time.
No.
You
shouldn't.
You sound like a brat. And I get it, you're
Big
trying
time.
to be the heel, but I'm just getting go away vibes.
I don't think Sammy Guevara's even been relevant probably since the back end of the Inner Circle.
Yep.
He was okay in the JAS.
I loved him in the Inner Circle.
Inner Circle was fucking great television.
Good times,
I do want to give 20 points to Triple H for not the best Raw.
Papa
It was
H
very
getting
boring.
points already.
I do have to. I want to just get that off my chest.
I like it.
And I do want to also give 10 points each to, because I'm currently just watching the end of this Tony Storm and Marina Shafir match. 10 points each to Willie Ura and
Hey.
Daniel Garcia for
The
just
Mood
both
Hoovers.
not looking serious. Yeah, the Mood Hoovers.
Hoovers.
Mood Hoovers. They are just so depressing to watch.
Oh, Lord.
And I think I will have to reward points to TK if this happens, if they put Roderick Strong in the Death Riders. If they put Roddy in the Death Riders.
That's what I was afraid
Don't
of when I
even
saw the
think about
tease.
Mm-hmm. After destroying your wife with a backbreaker and chopping the absolute shit out of her, you may join her side. Isn't it gonna be crazy?
Orange Cassidy's just picked up Mina and Tony Storm.
Yep.
Thinking,
He's winning at life, damn it.
Yep.
does Juice approve of this?
I love Tony Storm. It's
Juice
just
has won
thank
me
you.
back, so Juice. I'm gonna get to Juice Robinson just in a bit,
The
actually.
juice ain't got no control over the orange. You understand? Orange does what he wants because he can, because it's whatever, brother.
Freshly squeezed, he is now.
There he is. I'm gonna go with the classic IWC getting 25 because we're comparing retirements. Do we have nothing to do better with our lives than compare how guys retired? Fuck off. Just nice and simple enough. Just fuck off. Like, I don't get, like, Japan, remember, Japan takes this shit just as serious as baseball. We don't. Okay? So don't fucking talk shit or be like, well, how come we didn't, or if we didn't. No, shut the fuck up. We don't take wrestling that seriously. They do. Knock it off. God damn.
Before we go to the next one, I'm going to add 10 points to that. So give 35 to the IWC because
Fuck yeah.
the amount of dumbasses that were so convinced Chris Jericho was going to be on Raw and then got pissed off because he wasn't on Raw, even though he was never going to be on Raw. You're almost as bad as everybody. Oh, I believe he might be at the Rumble. Maybe.
Oh,
But-
right.
Sure.
But everybody that thought he was going to be on Raw, why? For whatever reason. You're almost as bad as everybody that was convinced it was going to be a secret ending of Stranger Things, and there fucking wasn't. All right, who else we got?
So, I have a few.
Go.
As I raised my hand.
Ooh,
Okay.
here we go.
So first one, just for reasons, I got to give 100 points, to President Fucknut for what happened. There. So I have to give.
I don't go political, Mike Will. I love it.
So I have to give 20 points each to Bag of Dicks and the Troll just because of them being them. One's going through an emo phase, and the other one needs to get a fucking haircut. So it's one of those things for me that really kind of grinds my gears, so to speak. So I'll give
As
it
an
to
elder
those.
emo, he gives us a bad name.
Yes, he does. Oh, God, friggin' the haircut it reminds me of the friggin' MTV VJ Jesse with fucking that haircut on friggin' really. Good Lord. Holy shit, bro.
Oh, let's go back to high school. Jesus Christ.
Throwback. Friggin' looking like fucking Dave Navarro and fucking Jane's Addiction. Jesus.
So,
All right, so
that's an extra 20 for the Mood Hoovers. How much is President Fucknut getting?
That's
That'd be
100
dope.
for President.
100
Fuck
points.
up.
There you go.
That'd be
Triple
dope.
figures at the start of the year.
I got to give 65 for his age to a fellow Long Islander, that being the bro man himself, Mr. Vince Russo. So,
what's he done?
JCW, man, lunacy. Bro, we're doing this again because Alice Crowley, who's a wrestler on JCW, wasn't booked, and he's like, "You're doing this again?" Yeah, I saw her, and she's like, "I saw you looked at me. You calling me a sexist, bro?" And I'm like, and he's 65 years old, doing like a mixture of Vince McMahon meets Vince Russo back in 2000 WCW, and then we got Big Vito giving cocaine a piss test.
Oh my god.
And then the piss test happened, and he's like, "Yeah, this is how we're gonna get cocaine out of JCW." He's like, "What the hell?" And you got the two zombies going on Vito, and one of them bites his neck, and then Vince Russo's like, "Bro, what happened to your neck? Did you get bitten by the zombies?" He's like, No. I was with Jasmine and this blonde, and we had a threesome." And I'm like, what are we doing with this fucking show? Like, it's literally a overall retread of what we've seen in 1998, 1999. I feel like I'm watching an old school Raw's War going into the war zone hour, if you will. I feel like I'm watching a bad backyard wrestling like MTV True Life back in the day with the Cosmic Smasher, who just wanted to wrestle because he wanted to do it for Baby Spice. Like, it's one of those things where it's just absolute atrocity of my intelligence and my overall being and my vision, these lenses right here, baby, of professional wrestling. So 65 points for Vince Russo, just because that's also his age. And just, it's an absolute abomination of all that is holy. So that was pretty much everything that I will give there.
I lost my shit when you said Big Vito. I haven't seen that guy since fucking early 2000s. Oh my god.
Oh, God.
Goodness.
I can't think of anybody else, to be honest.
Well, you know what? No, hold on. Before I'm gonna let go back to Mike. Before you do that, Mike had already went political, so I'm gonna fucking tag team it. It is his fault, but to be in the same branch as Brody King, and then boy howdy, do I want that shirt. Fuck Ice. So let's match their points with the DD, and they'll get 100 as well. Douchebags.
So I have to give 10 for WWE as a whole because of making. Well, Javon Evans friggin' getting signed there. I got to give 10 points for that. That was a horrible waste there. I got to just give 30 points for Don Callis just for being an absolute tool shed, man. Just chopping the living shit out of him. So just Don Callis, 30 points for being a tool shed.
Look.
So it's just, yeah. I can't.
Get, and this is going to be my take on this thing with Mercedes. We're all not Mercedes fans, right?
No.
I only respect her as a wrestler, a person she's vile. However, in the last 3 months, we've had it out in Cake twice. Didn't Tony Storm have the same in WWE back in 2021?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is Vince seriously booking AEW? Because it felt like Vince McMahon vibes. I really sometimes have to question, is Vince actually secretly booking AEW? And that's a fucking concern.
Oh, I got one. I got to give 40 points to Puta McPuta, a.k.a. Tessa Blanchard.
Nice.
She was sweet. So it was one of those things where she was like tweeting again. It's like, hey guys, people are coming at me again because of everything that happened 5 years ago. Why don't you guys just move on and all this crap and blah 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 because it wasn't that bad and they're taking us out of proportion. I'm like, sweetheart. One of these things that really pisses me off about this woman is the fact that it's like, yes, you apologize to La Rosa Negra, but your allegations were for bullying and spitting in a woman's face and calling her the N-word, which is completely distasteful, uncalled for, and just overall shitty. So the fact that you apologize to her is great, but it's like, God damn it, woman. Chelsea Green, friggin' Shani, friggin' Priscilla Kelly, Britt Baker, all of these other women that you bullied, Isla Dawn even. You didn't apologize to them. So you have more to apologize to than just the one person in question. And the fact that you're downplaying this, acting like you didn't do it, take accountability for yourself. I know you went a bad way with the whole fill into mental health and stuff, but you have other people to apologize to. But quite frankly, you're in denial and you just won't take accountability. And the fact that you're telling people to move on makes you look bad because it's like you need to move on and just focus on what you're doing. TNA gave you a job back. You're in a tag team with Victoria Crawford. You are featured on television. You're going into the AMC era. Pull it together. So it's one of those things where it's just like, move on yourself and do the damn thing.
You think she's pissed because she didn't get involved with the NXT thing?
I don't fucking care if she's pissed or not. She doesn't fucking deserve to be there.
I don't fucking care.
I think because of the allegations are so demeaning, you won't see Tessa on WWE television because that match with Charlotte Flair was there. It was ready.
It's right in our fingertips, right in our hands, bro.
It was there.
Maybe if Vince was still in control. Hey, you like me?
Oh yeah, he'll fucking
Come in and join me, pal.
You like me, pal?
Goodness.
Can you coexist with Charlotte, pal?
Keep it up, my N-word.
It's a shame because I respect Tessa Blanchard as a wrestler. I think she's very good, but it's just not good.
Yeah,
Well, I always said, like, go ahead.
It is a shame because, like, all that stuff with Sami Callihan, she was revolutionary at the time, winning the TNA World Title. And then the Wrestling Observer got all pissed and refused to call it a world title because it was on a woman. And then, she shot herself in the foot.
Well, dude,
Big
it's like I've
time.
always said with the WWE run, like, even the brief, like, when she wrestled Kairi Sane in that Mae Young Classic, one of my favorite matches of that tournament. She looked fabulous, but then, her attitude and just her overall fuckery caused her, thing. It's like, you want to ring it up. Call the fuckery department, bro.
Even before all the allegations came out, she shot herself in the foot because we went into lockdown and everything, and TNA was still, like, trying to do shows through COVID and stuff. And obviously she was at home and she refused to send in a promo while she was world champion, so they had to take the belt off her. And even then, she didn't want to send it back to him.
Yeah.
So, like, she just showed that she's really headstrong.
Yeah, that's for damn sure.
But yeah, like Beer said, I do think she's a good wrestler, and it's just a shame that that's kind of overshadowed by her personal stuff.
Oh, I have one other political one. I have one more political one, since I got to tag it. Okay. Jack Posobiec for going after Mick Foley and fucking Jim Cornette. So, for those that don't know, Jack Posobiec was Pizzagate, the conspiracy theory about the Democrats and the pizza shop and all that, which is not fucking true. He's pulling it out of his ass, you know what I'm saying? Go scratch your ass, Jack Posobiec.
Hey.
Jack Posobiec was the one talking about Mick Foley's got CTE and the derp and going after Jim Cornette because, Jim Cornette, derp, was doing an interview and he was talking about road stories saying, he used the N-word in the interview, derp. He's not calling anybody a black person. He's referring to an old school story from the territory days, and he's talking about what the other person said. He's not just going around like he's Hulk Hogan in the 50s. Hey, brother, we always said the N-word back in the day. It's just a word that we said. It's one of those things where he's taken that particular scenario and using that with Jim Cornette. Now, mind you, Jim Cornette has said some outlandish thing in his time, but he's very right with his political take on society about friggin' everything that's going on with Captain Fucknut, a.k.a. President Dipshit, and all his administration. And then you have him going after Mick Foley. Mick Foley, who has morals, who has high ground, who's a class act all in all. So Jack Posobiec, really, his conspiracy theory Christian nationalist punk-ass bitch that he is, can go fuck himself. So I give him 80 points. Jack Posobiec, fuck yourself.
All right. I think maybe we should end the wanker wall there. I don't think we're going to get better than that.
Perfect on that.
All right. So those are all the points for the wanker wall.
Don't you want to know how to spell Posobiec to add that?
I Googled it.
Okay.
Go Google. Have a Google. Goodness gracious. 2026 will be full of it. Speaking of 2026, we also have a clean slate for the nice points. We nailed the wankers on the wall, but we still got a board for the bruvs.
On the bruv board, let me kick it off real quick and instantly by awarding 100 points.
Go.
To everybody's favorite TBS champion,
There you go.
Willow Nightingale.
Willow Nightingale, much deserved.
Several reasons. First of all, everybody loves Willow. Second of all, everybody loves cake. And third,
Yep.
she dethroned Mercedes.
Finally.
Finally.
Mercedes and hit her face in the cake.
Our girl Willow, 100 points.
She's the shit. She's the shit.
I enjoyed the match with her and Willow. I think their chemistry is fucking terrific. It's up there with her and Bailey, without a doubt.
Yeah.
But segment and didn't really enjoy it, to be fair. But hey, I can't complain. I don't about the show.
I think you could kind of tell the segment was off the cuff. But
It was a Vince off.
the highlight of the segment for me was Mercedes getting cake in the face.
Yep, cake and face.
Even though we insulted
Don't say my highlight was.
Go on.
The highlight of that segment was what Harley Cameron was wearing.
Just Harley Cameron in general, fam.
Are we awarding Harley Cameron points as well then?
We're gonna give Harley Cameron points just for being annoying.
I'd give some to Stat as well, showing off some leg.
Hey, stats.
We love you, Stat.
Stats.
Oh,
sick.
yes.
Don't go yelling
Stat
at
is
people.
one off.
10 points for each leg.
There you go. Hey, that boy. 20 apiece then. I like it. We gave a bunch of points for Willow for her for her awesome triumph of one Mercedes Moné. I got to give points to the retiring, I guess it was the legend himself. He was the second Grand Slam champion in New Japan, the fourth Triple Crown champion in New Japan. Fucking MVP winner of Tokyo Sports 4 times over. The Hiroshi Tanahashi. Jesus Christ, I'm like looking at all the fucking belts he's won. I can't name them all in 5 minutes if I fucking tried. He's an absolute legend. And yet, after, like I said, we had John go, and now we have just another legend of an astounding proportion finally calling it quits. But I promise you, he'll probably still be on New Japan television in some capacity, as he is their president. So, good on him. 100 points for Tanahashi. For the love of all good and holy, don't come out of retirement. Just stay retired.
I don't think they know him in Saudi Arabia, so we're good.
Oh, fuck, thank God.
Who else we got for the Brub Board?
Whew. So I got to give... Go ahead, Bear.
Sorry.
No, you go ahead.
No, after you.
Okay. All right. So I got to give 40 points each. 40 points, number one, to one of the greatest NXT UK Tag Team Champions of all time, the great Kit Wilson, just for that theme song and just for the whole thing. And I got to give the other 40 to Matt Cardona, just because it's great to see him on the SmackDown brand. I got to give 40 points, actually, because I'm loving Tatum Paxley, and she's got a chainsaw, and she'll skin your ass raw, and if my day keeps going this way, I just might break your fucking face tonight. 40 points for Tatum Paxley, baby.
Oh,
I gotta also give... Yeah.
Gotta do one more.
Jeez.
I'll give 30 points each for CM Punk and Braun Breaker, just because I really enjoyed that main event.
Yeah. I was going to say...
Almost neck break.
On the topic of Tatum Paxley, I'm also going to give 40 points to Thea Hale.
Yes.
Because she is so entertaining.
Oh,
She's just... her mind's going 100 miles an hour all the time. I love it.
Decaf, Thea. Decaf.
No. Decaf for wieners. 30 points to the Jake Doyle, the former Jake something, in his awesome debut in AEW, taking fucking 47 chops from Don Callis while still going out there and killing Jack Perry. Loved it.
Beer? Did you have somebody else?
I'm gonna thank you. We got a banger to give after this. So, firstly, I want to give 30 points to Blake Monroe because she is innocent. She didn't do anything wrong. She's always never in trouble with me. I do want to give 20 points to Izzy Dame for the new NXT North American Women's Champ, and I think it's the right move. And I want to give 50 points before the big one I'm giving at the end. I want to give it to OBA FEMI.
Yeah.
That shot, the camera shot at the end, that was fucking aura. This dude put the world title on him, and he should be the one to retire Brock Lesnar.
Ooh. That's a nice call.
Do not give it to Gunther. OBA FEMI should be the one to do it. And the last one, now this was last year, but better late than never.
Hey.
I want to give 100 points to our very own Anthony Joshua for breaking Jake Paul, for breaking his fucking jaw. So AJ, our very own.
Hey, for one night, well, every fucking Saturday I'm fucking a little more English, but hey, for fucking that one night, baby, we're all fucking English in my house.
100 points for the AJ in the other ring. Go ahead, a hot tag.
I got a hot tag on Beer because he mentioned Jake Paul, and somebody else around that weekend else got their ass kicked. That be none other than the Bugatti man himself, Andrew Tate. So I gotta give Chase D'Amore. I gotta give Chase D'Amore a good old 80 points for beating the Bugatti man down like he stole something.
Yes.
Love it.
What a prick.
He'd been talking shit for 5 years and just spewing his bullshit with his bald ass and it's
He's been talking shit out the womb.
Yeah, fucking him and his stupid ass brother just fucking talking shit, and then 5 years later he gets his ass beat looking like a douche, man. Fuck him.
Complete douche.
Good times.
Ricochet from Wish.
I'm actually going to award points to Ricochet.
Yep.
He needs to defend that title, but
please,
he's showing so much personality in his backstage promos.
His promos are getting better because he couldn't cut promo for shit.
Nah. Whoever's working with him on promos, whoever's working with him on promos, and whoever's working with Marina Shafir in the ring, just AEW's got some good trainers backstage.
It's like, give them a raise, Tony. You're not spending any money on this footy club of yours, so give these motherfuckers a raise.
I'm trying to think. There was some. Also, 20 points to Kendall Gray. There's nothing like a Kendall Gray match. There is nothing like a Kendall Gray match. And I want to give 20 to JC Jane as well, because that sister has improved since the early days of Toxic Attraction. Because when I sadly went through the dark times of NXT. I thought she wasn't very good, but I have heard of Gigi, Priscilla Kelly, and JC has come leaps and bounds. Like because she has now been in discussions for a call up, so I think they're going to wait till after WrestleMania for that. So.
Yeah, in Toxic Attraction, she was kind of in the role that Fallon Henley's in now.
Yeah. I agree with that.
She was kind of the background third part of the group that nobody really knows. But yeah.
Where everyone need Mandy and Priscilla.
Any last minute points?
All right. I'll do one from NXT. I got to give 30 to Mamacita herself. Just a cutie beauty, Lola Vice. Because of the exchange that she had with the Vanity Project, that being Swipe Right there, and Jackson... What the hell's his fucking name? Oh, Jackson God. Thank you, Jackson Drake from Evolve, the Evolve champion. So they go up to her and they're trying to hit on her, swipe right and all the whole stuff. They're like the jocks, like the daddies, like golf club, like the fucking frat boys, like a rat pack type of deal. They're douche canoes, to put it in the bluntest of terms. So they go up to friggin' Lola Vice and they're trying to hit her. And she's like, if you don't get away from me, I'm about to knock your teeth out. And then friggin' Hank and Tank, honk honk and everything that they do and chugga choo choo, fucking are just ready to polypop these boys. So fucking A, man. I got to give a 40 to Lola Vice just because she's Lola goddamn Vice.
Goddamn Vice. All right.
Speaking of, we got to give points. We need to give our customary 20 points to Rhea Ripley for just being Rhea Ripley.
Yeah. Well, also for winning the tag titles, but yeah, we're going to keep it going in 26. Weekly points to Rhea Ripley. So on that note, 20 points to Io Sky as well.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, then. With that said, it is time for the Open Challenge. It is not for the TV title, but I just want to share the spotlight with somebody, so let's see who steps up to the cap. Questions running through my mind. Is it gonna snow in North Wales? Is there a Secret Stranger Things finale? How much oil does Venezuela have? Questions for another day. But 2 questions that will be answered today are these. Who is gonna face the captain in a non-title Open Challenge on January 8th? And who is the captain going to select as his challenger for the television championship? Well, let's start with a little bit of a history lesson first. Because those 2 questions have a lot to do with why I decided to bring back the promo climax. Because let's look at some contenders that I could choose to defend this title against, or even a list of contenders that could accept this challenge. Moses Marquez, beat him. Mike Larkin, beat him. Travis Anderson, wherever the hell he is, beat him. Cypher, beat him. Chris Reed, Don't even get me started. Daniel Crimmins beat him. The competition is slim. I've beat everybody. And this is a big reason of why I brought back the promo climax, because we need fresh meat. Fresh blood. We need to mix things up a little bit. Max Wrestling needs an injection of something. And ironically enough, there was one person in the promo climax that I never got to face, who I never faced before. See, I faced Robert Davis for the second time. I faced Chris Reed for the 78th time. I faced Moses once again. And then I went up against A.T. Russell and Rodney Slavovich, both for the first time. But there was somebody in the other block who I've never faced before and I didn't get a chance to meet. So hi, Brew Capone. Nice to meet you. I'm the captain. Now I see you have cut promo in a ring. I see you've cut a promo in an office. I see you've cut a promo on a porch. Okay. But I also see that you come up a little bit short on the clock. See, that's not how the TV title works. So if you do accept this challenge to face me at Promo Rumble, Brew Capone, you're going to have to step it up. You're going to have to go the distance. You're going to have to pop a pill and last a little bit longer. Because with the TV title, it's all about how long you last. I'm not going to make a joke. But, what do you say? First time ever, Brew Capone versus the Captain. If you accept, I'll see you at Promo Rumble. Now, as for who's going to accept this platform to face me in an open challenge, open mic, non-title exhibition, who's got the chops? Well, let's find out.
Happy 2026, Max Wrestling. Happy New Year. Happy new era. Happy new design scheme, logo, layout, maybe even a website adjustment. Each new year comes a new challenge. But I'm also one for revenge, as terrible as that sounds, and as it should, because you see, the knowledge title went down, the 3 stages of knowledge, and then overtime, and that just seems like all the action. That's something I want to address now, because I'm going to finish my address on that in a minute, because you see there's an open challenge that has been just sitting there. Absolutely nobody's taking control of that. And by control, I mean control of just everything, really. The one-sidedness, the unfairness, the lack of equality. I don't know if all those words are exactly how I would put it, but there is some bit of chaos here in Max Wrestling, and that open challenge is to help with the chaos. And I'm going around in circles to get back to the point, and the point of the matter is we need a bit of authority in Max Wrestling. And as I seem to not be as sharp as I was at one point, maybe it's time for me to get out of the spotlight as a competitor and get in the background
as a leader. Get in the background as a decision maker. Yes, I am one half of the hosting team, but Daz tends to run the show. But there's a lot more that could be ran, and there's a lot more that could be done. I'm not saying he's doing a bad job. I'm just saying that open seat needs to be filled. So, without further ado, because I am the number 2, I'm self-appointing myself. So, the words as, I guess for now, the interim until we can make it official. Max Wrestling, General Manager. It's got a nice ring to it. I got to get a nicer shirt. And the next time you see me, I will be professional. The next time you see your General Manager. But before I let you go, I started it with the Knowledge Championship to bring you my beautiful announcement. And now, as interim General Manager, it sounds so nice. I'm issuing my own open challenge. You see, Ted Pitanero is the undisputed Knowledge Champion, and you think I would go right for the jugular, but you see, general managers know that you have to be fair. And what's fair is fair. So, my open challenge is to anyone who's willing to get into the knowledge ring with me. And if you win, the winner of this outcome here will be crowned the number 1 contender. And we'll go on to face Ted Pitanero at whatever our next Max event is. Oh, wait, it's Promo Rumble. Do you want your shot at the big time? Your general manager just gave you an opportunity.
Bro. Moses, my bro, you think you should be the one who should be the general manager of Max Wrestling, bro? It's not good shit, bro. Bro, here's what we're gonna do. The time has come where Max Wrestling needs itself a general manager, bro. But check it, bro. Here's what we're gonna do, bro. We're gonna need somebody who doesn't have their fist so far up the ass of Max Wrestling that they can't see what's going on. Can't see the problems, bro, that Max Wrestling has. But let's run a little hypothetical for you. Put you in charge. Put you as a general manager, bro. What are we going to have, bro? Bro, I'll tell you what we're going to have. Bro, we are going to have nothing, bro, but typical late 90s, early 2000s WCW, bro. You're the kind of guy, bro, that would have made yourself world champion. Bro, you're the kind of guy that would have made fun of good old JR and called himself Oklahoma. You're the guy, bro. You're the bro, that would have rather had David Arquette as WCW champion, or hell, your good buddy, Mr. Nick Patrick, bro. How you doing, bro? Not good shit, bro. But, bro, here's what we're gonna do. Here's what Max Wrestling needs to get them, bro, to the next level. We need somebody. We need a bro, a forward-thinking bro. Bro, we need somebody who's going to see to the future, who is going to book properly. Not some third-rate bargain bin has been Tony Khan, Triple H wannabe stooge, bro. So who does that got to be, bro? Bro, it can only be one. Man, he ain't going to be a shooter. Shooter's dead. Shooter's gone. That, bro, is going to be Mr. Vince McBroso, bro. Bro.
So now there's two people
How's
calling the
this gonna work?
shots.
I am, I think.
I'm the tag team champions.
I was about to fucking say.
Right, I'm the tag team champ.
I don't know how the hell this is going to work going forward, but there's now, I guess, 3 people with power in Max.
Hell yeah.
We have co-general managers.
What about Austin and Bischoff?
Well, I know I'm the one that gave Mo power. I don't know who the hell allowed DC to become a GM as well, but like, hope we find out sooner rather than later. And now we know that hopefully, if he accepts the challenge, will be defending the TV title at Promo Rumble against Brew Capone. How you doing?
Oh.
Also, don't forget, within all that fun stuff, there is an open challenge outside of the accepted challenges, and that is for the #1 contender spot that I put up there because I have power. I don't know about fucking DC, but I got power. So it'll be me and whoever crazy soul's willing to step up, because the winner of that will go on to face Ted Pete and Arrow for the Knowledge Championship at Promo Rumble 11.
Oh, let's go. And you better step up quick because we only got a couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And congratulations to Teddy P, by the way, who reestablished his reign as Knowledge Champion, the definitive
Undisputed
Knowledge Champion. He's now been reigning officially for 268 days.
Hey, like
All right, thank you for joining us on the reboot of Max Wrestling. We appreciate you all, but of course, before we close this up, let's find out what cheap plugs are coming your way from TSK.
Oh, that's a beautiful segue. See, we're doing the rhymes and we're making it happen right now. So, not too much coming from the TSK. We do have a very late all-out episode that's dropping. We do have the it was with the World's End pay-per-view review dropping as well. Thanks to Mike, we got a little Wrestle Kingdom love in there, and because of that, the conversation has already begun in the Discord. We're going to talk to the boys. We're going to see about doing a Wrestle Kingdom 20 review, and yes, it'll be late, but you know what? That's fine, because most Americans are actually getting out of their way now to go watch it, so it's a good time to get one up for that. Other than that's happening, I know we want to do a Rumble, and we were actually talking about doing an end-of-the-year show that may just be a random show where you have 4 wrestling dudes talking about whatever, whether it be politics, whether it be how we want to see in wrestling. Regardless, there's that as an option, and there is another one where things we want to see in 2026 from all different wrestling companies. That's a show that we're working on as well. When we know that one drops, I will let y'all know. Speaking of all the other fun stuff happening, the Footy Pod has gone through rampant changes left and right and left, up and down, backwards and sideways. I can't believe how many changes we've gone through. There's an updated logo. There's updated backgrounds on the soon-to-be new YouTube page. We started an Instagram. We're going to start a TikTok. We're getting for real about this now, folks. The reality of the matter is the footy needs to be spoken about. The good, the bad, the ugly that it is, and Beer can attest with that one, how ugly it can be on the other side of the pond when you follow teams in the biggest area in the world, the biggest league in the world. We're going to rant and rave about the Prems. We're going to rant and rave about the Red Devils and about these absolute lily whites because they are fucking disgusting. You have to apologize to your child for raising him as a Spurs fan, or maybe I'm the only one. But
yeah, they're still not
with
a
the
Liverpool
negative.
fan.
Thank Jesus for that one. And with the negative comes the positive, and that positive is the January transfer window and a chance for not only Spurs, but the local side, San Diego FC, to add some players to their upcoming season, which starts February the 3rd. I have 5 episodes, all featuring San Diego FC, non-sensory, talking about the roster that we're building, talking about the draftees that we brought in, signees, guys that we could go get. Is Robert Lewandowski on the list? In my eyes, bet that ass. Could we get somebody with a massive name like that? Sure. Some other people fucking coming from Mexico, maybe an Eric Gutierrez, maybe another dude out of PSV. We don't know, but I do, so we'll talk about it when we get there. Check out all of the fun coming from the TSK and all the fun that the Max Wrestling bringing to you in 2026. And the best way to do that is follow us on all the socials. And the biggest one outside of Facebook is the evil Twitter machine, Max Wrestling UK, Captain 512, SMR Podnet, and of course the Max Footy Pod Check out these gentlemen work down here as well with all their links down in the comment or the description area. And of course, for links to them outside of that, check out the beautifully done website, maxwrestlingnet.weebly.com. Do not forget to hit the subscribe button and follow button. Start here on the YouTubes. Head on over to Facebook where all the interaction goes down, and then follow it along the line on the Twitter and the Instagram, TikTok, and anywhere else you may find us. The Cash Bizox is still open in 2026, so go check them out too.
All right, I knew Mike was going to pop for that. Reboot is in the books, and it's only going to get bigger this year, so keep coming back as we take it to the max every single Thursday, and we will see you next week. Goodbye, and good
Oh, before
night.
we sign off... sorry. I'm so sorry. To let you all
You just
know
did
as
the
well...
Triple H thing where you press the thing on the corner.
Right? Nice.
We'll add that. About myself as well. My SmackDown and Collision reviews are up. Raw NXT is coming today. I'm going to get Dynamite done by tomorrow. So if you want to sub to my channel, it's JMB434. Sorry about that again.
Sharing is caring.
No worries. And if you want to subscribe to SM Network shows, I'll another hot tag. Subscribe to Beer, subscribe to Max. I have a lot going on there, but just to save time, SM Network shows. Check it out, subscribe. We got Blake Monroe's number one simp over here. Him and I did our Shooting the Breeze a few weeks ago. We did the damn thing. Gimps, Pimps, and Simps, the Stephen Mike show came back. The tag team champions doing their damn thing. So that's all I wanted to say. Subscribe to everybody. Love y'all. Thank you.
All right. And with that said, make sure you stick around for the closing signature because it was recorded by a 3-year-old. Goodbye. Mwah, and good night. Bang.
Cosmic Smasher loves Baby Spice. Woo!
Who doesn't?
I'm the captain.
That is true. Who doesn't love Baby Spice? You better stop right now. Thank you very much, Dazzy Lee.